Let's take a ride. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. We're gonna make it happen. Let's take a ride and spend the day in the countryside.
Welcome, everyone, to Season 8, Episode 6 of Kicks at the Castle, podcast by three sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Walt would say, to all who listen to this happy podcast, welcome. My name is John, and I'll be your host. Got my man Griff here. You know,
what is
it's
up,
everyone?
It's
an audio.
Oh,
format.
shoot! It's an
Yeah,
audio.
I thought it was an audio format. If you
it's been a minute, so I forgot how to do this. It's like riding a bike. You just got to get back onto the pedals and start going. So.
Ruby can't be with us today, but in her place, as always, who's always taking her spots, whether at work or on the podcast, we've got my man, Mr. Figs, Adrian. Adrian, welcome back.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Well, we've got a great episode planned for you this week. We're going to talk about some stuff and then some other stuff. And then we've got some other stuff to talk about after that.
I think we have some stuff to talk about too after that.
And there's right. But you know what we're going to do is we're going to start with pickups.
Pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vents on my shoes.
And the other thing is, just so you know, I think we're going to post this audio raw. So I think that it's going to be less all of the bells and whistles that Mr. Matt puts in. He's been a little backed up at work and with personal life. So I think we're going to try to cut back on the editing just so that we can get a little more content out.
You could say we're going in raw with this one.
Oh, raw dogging it. All right.
Because Matt's backed up.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, because Matt's backed up.
So anyway, all right, Adrian, man, what have you been picking up?
A few things. Our lovely friend
like
Ken.
This week?
Yeah, a few things this week. This is only this week. A few things from Ken. Got these bad boys.
Oh, what is that?
Let's see, what else?
Born and raised.
Born and raised dunks.
Born and raised.
These ones.
Good
what
Lord.
The P-Rods.
What the P-Rod? Okay.
And then
Ken having house cleaning sale? What's going on?
these two, yes.
And he's selling his car too.
Ken's blink twice if you're okay, Ken.
Come on, Ken. You're
And then
come back down. Join us.
These Asics, Kith Asics, this is for their Seoul, Korea opening. They dropped these, and I want Ken to have these, but he's not coming correct with his trades. We'll see.
Oh.
See what he can come up with.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then balls in his court, and then these little guys for the little guy.
Oh,
A little next size,
little Sambas.
little next size Samba. Yeah. So those are the shoes. Then I know Griff's got some of these coming. This first one, vinyl pickups.
What?
A bootleg Tony Hawk 3.
So gas.
Some such good cuts on this. It's crazy. And then this one, unexpectedly, from our East Coast Junior, Little Deftones.
Oh, okay.
Came out of nowhere. I owe him something now. We'll see.
Damn.
We'll see what it is. And that's it. I think that's it for this week.
Awesome. That's a nice week since it's Wednesday.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
How about you, Griff? Man, what have you been copping?
Well, it's been 82 years since the last recording, so I've had a decent amount of time and not a whole lot of pickups like anything crazy. But as Adrian alluded to, I'll kind of lead off with the vinyls. First one, I got the Anthology by Tribe Called Quest. I've recently got back into vinyls. I've had a vinyl player since high school, but I haven't set up in the new apartment yet because I've been lazy. So I finally got back into the vinyls and it's been collecting the shit ton of them. So my wallet has been hurting. But then we got Doomsday by MF Doom.
Oh, look at that.
Lastly, we got Mad Villainy by Mad Villain. Mad Lib and MF Doom. So cooking with the vinyls lately. Got back into that, unfortunately, like I said. What else? Just picked up this.
I didn't know we were showing off vinyl, so I just pulled a couple of my new ones out.
Oh, see, there we go. Look at that. I got a new Schwerk shirt. Don't know if any people are going to know this, but It's from an anime called One Piece. No one's probably gonna get it at all, which is okay. But
It
I love
looks
it.
like Scrubs. Is it Scrubs?
No, it's like a collared shirt, like a work shirt almost.
Oh, okay, I see the
It's a
color now.
Roosevelt. Roosevelt. They do a lot of like Disney stuff too, and like a bunch of other like fandoms. They're actually really nice quality. This is my second one from them. The first is like this type. I don't really like it. That's a good work shirt, so I'm probably gonna be wearing it a lot to work because it's like subtle enough that like you can like in the details, like in the like blue, there's like you can see the character, and then it's like the symbol he wore in like the show and stuff like that. So it's really cool, really good shirt. I'd suggest Roosevelt. If they want to
I thought you
sponsor us,
just
they
like
can.
waffles a lot.
That's so. I had my coworker today ask me if there was a waffle. I'm like, no. The other pickups since the last time that we've been on are the 993s. 993s?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not a 99 whatever usually. So the 993s, I can't really see with the terrible lighting I have in this room, but they are the cosmic purple, I believe is what the colorway they called it was, but it's a nice purple.
Can I name those the eggplant in the tailpipe?
You know what? You have a lot of tailpipes going on.
Tailpipes
Going
is
on
always
over
there.
there.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey man, we're not gonna yuck your yum.
You
support
are
everyone.
too young to have watched Beverly Hills Cop. I'm sorry. That's not my fault.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes, Eddie Murphy.
New one coming out soon.
Oh, really?
I just didn't know.
Yeah.
And lastly, for pickups, something a little bit special that's going to be seen a lot more. Well, it's not going to see the light of day until a coming date in the future. They're going to stay on ice, but the Dornbecker one, I'm not going to say it too loud. These are secret because basically my fiance Mel is going to be having her wedding dress be secret from me as most wedding are, and these are going to be my secret wedding shoes. So I'm not going to say it too loudly, but I got these. Our colors are going to be green and purple for the wedding, so matches that. This is a nice purple here, right, green here. So I love these. These are so clean, and just like the little like details on them, they're so nice. And a lot of the laces too, just like the rainbow all the way up. So one of potential though. There's another pair coming out tomorrow that could be the other pair. It might dethrone these, but we'll see what happens if I get those or not. But yeah, so that's my last pickup.
Nice. I like it. All right. So my turn.
It is.
All right. So for my birthday, which was last month, my wife got me tickets to the Justin Timberlake show, which was awesome.
Oh my God, happy birthday.
So I got the Justin Timberlake, the new vinyl. Kind of excited. I like that. It was a good show. He always puts on a great show. And then, of course, I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan, so I got Pearl Jam Dark Matter. And then Pixar Fest is in full effect. And when I was in the parks, I got the Hanger Management shirt with anger on it.
That's cool.
Should have wore that for the orange chicken burrito.
So I kind of like that. I usually don't wear black shirts in the park because it's so friggin' hot, but you know, we'll make an exception. And then this first shoe, this is 100% Phil's fault. He sent me a message and he's like, "Hey, Shoe Palace has got the oh, that's the wrong pair. Where are they? That's the wrong one."
Got so many.
So this one, Shoe Palace, who ships in bags.
Oh, I
tape-
forgot
For
about that.
$25.
Yeah, I had to tape the box backs together. It kind of had some rust damage. So anyway, yeah, these were $79. The Jordan 1 low
That's-
University Reds. So it's hard to go wrong with $79 for a pair of ones.
Not in Newsies, but did you see the Metallic Reds got added to sneakers, the highs?
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I know. You know what? I'm trying to think. I just haven't worn highs. I mean, just hardly ever wearing them. And then I got these dropped on sneakers in May. We got the Shadow 1 lows. So we got those. And then on the theme of Jordan 1 lows, we got the Canaries. I've got a type.
Good looking shit.
I got a type.
The wife actually got those on the way to Disneyland this past trip.
That's right.
Got them in the car. Boom. Must be nice.
No luck for you?
Well, I was going for her, so
Oh, you
that's fine.
I
That's
actually
fine.
didn't like.
But they did screw over my kid. No
Oh.
size 3s.
Oh, they didn't go
They
Oh, there
started
was
at
a
size
gap.
3.5 so they could charge adult size.
that. Oh, so
And they
it was-
stopped kids at like 1 or 2, so his size just wasn't there.
And that's a
That's
big jump in price, but then you can't go for your
Yeah.
wife if you're going for him.
Exactly.
That's sick.
Nike, bunch
Yeah,
of haters.
That's how they get you.
That's some hater shit. They
That's-
hate kids. That's
how
all
they
I hear.
get you.
Fucking kids.
You know what?
Kids.
That price tag is too steep. Your son is
Just
how old is your son?
He's worth every dime. Okay, John.
No, I'm not saying how old
he's
is he?
7.
He's
He's
7.
7.
So should a
Junior's
7-year-old
like, what do you say?
have
Fuck
to
me
pay an
for?
adult price? Should a 7-year-old have to pay an adult price for a shoe?
That's a question for Nike.
I mean, and Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. You're right. You're right. I think that's weak. I don't think you should have to pay the highest level pass for kids that, 16 and under. I mean, honestly, maybe 16, but I mean, like if you buy him a Magic Key, he's getting parking with it. Like your son's 7, he's got parking.
Good
Like-
for him. Proud of him.
Well, it's like Ruby, she's
park
gonna have a Magic Key, and she still can't ride a third of the rides. She's too short.
Yeah.
Like there needs to be some kind
A
of better
tier system.
Yeah, there needs to be something. And I know people are always going to abuse systems, but at some point you can always complain about that, but you can do better than you're doing, right? I mean, Disney could do better.
It's rough.
So
3 years old is when they start charging?
yeah, 3, and it's full fare. She can't ride, Matterhorn. She can't ride Rise of the Resistance. I mean, not that any 3-year-old wants to ride. I don't know. It's weak. They need to come up with a better pricing structure. It's
Agreed.
it's kind of
My
crazy.
wallet agrees with you.
Well, I can tell you. So, Adrian, when I started buying annual passes for my kids, way back when, passes were like $189. And then I would buy the next level up so I could get the free parking. So like my wife and kids would get the $189, and I want to say mine $238 sticking in my head. So it was like I paid an extra $50 to get parking with mine.
Yeah.
And it's just that the full family pricing wouldn't cover half of a pass now.
Yeah.
That's so sick. It's so
You know
sick
what
how
I'm
much
saying?
it's raised.
The inflation rate is just insane. It is. Anyway, well, enough bitching. Why don't we look
got
at
that
the
later.
radar? What's coming up, Griff? What do you got your eye on?
Well, I mentioned it yesterday, so we
Yeah,
are
but for the
going
people that didn't talk to you yesterday,
or not yesterday. Sorry, earlier. My brain it's fried. Everyone. It's late here. These
you're
West
like
Coast
20.
boys keep me up.
You're like 20,
I'm pushing 30. Okay. Anyway,
pushing there.
pushing. But the on my radar right now currently is the Avenue 3 is coming out tomorrow as of this recording on Nina Chanel Avenue website, and then I believe that they're dropping next week. I prefer to hit on them tomorrow because they go up to a 15, but otherwise Sneakers is only going up to a 14, so that gonna lead to some decisions. And also I'm really fucking with those jean Jordan ones that are dropping on Saturday.
The highs.
I don't know what it is. I usually hate the denim, but they look so, and like the little like bleeding in that they're doing to like the rest of the shoe there, that blue.
Griff, I'm going to tell you, I'm putting myself on restriction. I'm not allowed to buy any Jordan 1 highs until I start wearing them.
Hey,
Mark,
this is me. And
I know. I'm just saying, I wore highs all the time. Now I just never wear them anymore. I wore them. I went to a country concert and I wore my Lost and Founds.
I'm going to a country concert with Lost and Founds. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know I was the only one not in cowboy boots. Now who do we
He had to make sure everyone he knew that
He's like,
wasn't
I'm not here for the music. Yeah, I got brought here.
It was Jordan Davis. I knew probably all but 2 songs. I mean, it was a damn good time.
Hell yeah.
Which is the name of a Jordan Davis song. We just threw out.
No, that's both us. We're just like, okay, yeah, good. I'm happy you had a good time there.
No, it's a damn good time. So no,
I'm happy you had a damn good time.
But that's probably I can't think of the time before that I wore Jordan 1 high.
I wore them today to work, so
Really?
I don't know.
I haven't worn a pair in a hot minute.
So what
I
else?
would say the only other thing that came out is that there's some released pictures of a New Balance 530 with Soleil Bembury that came out just today. I think the leaked images did. They look really nice. You would hate them, but they look cool. But also they're Soleil Bembury and they're also a New Balance collab. So they're going to go up to a size men's 10.5 and then only made like 2 pair in a 10.5. So as is tradition with New Balances. So I have no shot in the dark at those at all. So yeah, but otherwise that's really it that's coming up. I mean, I'm outside of the Nina Chanel's. If I hit on those, cool. If not, then I'm probably gonna try to chill on buying shoes. So just because of wedding coming up. So
the Nina Chanel's, like, how often do you see yourself wearing those? Because I think they're cool, but I'm thinking I don't know if I would like ever wear, like, maybe to the Masters. Like, what? I mean,
They're very green.
they are very green, but I kind of that's what I like. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're a Bucks Packer. Don't you know?
You can get a lot of use out of those.
Hell yeah, 2 teams that I like that are green. Yeah, we're eating over here, but it kind of depends. I mean, like I said, like if I hit on them and like I decide that's what I'm wanting, I'm gonna keep them on ice. But if not, then for the special occasion. But if not, then I go with the other ones. Then I'll probably not really keep them on ice. It just depends how I'm feeling. So it's more of a see both of them in hand and comparison them and see what I can match better to then make that decision. But I still can see myself wearing them a lot. Like I said, I have enough green in my teams that I cheer for. So
I get you. And you're a guy that wears jerseys, and I don't really wear jerseys.
yeah, shout out USA for having an amazing tie tonight with Brazil.
Another green team.
I thought you wanted the manager fired.
Oh, I do. Yeah, no, he's a piece of shit. But
All right, Adrian, what's on your radar? I'm sure everything, right?
There's a few things. The Huff Air Max Ones, the linen Air Force Ones, those Bad Bunny Gazelles, those blue ones, looking very nice. The Stone Island 574s, I think those come out tomorrow, but we'll see what happens with those. And then I saw some new Dunk Lows of the Pro B vein, so previous to Nike SB, these puffy-tongued dunks were just the Pro B line, and it looks like they're going back to that. There's I don't think I saw a Nike SB tag on the tongue. It was just on the insole, but it had that puffy tag, and I think they were like Sequoia. I think that was the nickname they're going with.
I think
it was a very, very nice tonal shoe. So those are kind of what's on my radar. And speaking of Ken, those Rosewater Action Bronsons that dropped a couple weeks back, those are on my radar to pick up when people start getting them in hand, so that I'm not paying stupid prices.
I'm sorry. I have to bring the unfortunate news to you. It's still going to be a stupid price because
it'll be a little less stupid, I hope. We'll see. There's some GOAT credit in the bank.
What about the Philly Dunks? Are you gonna go for the Philly Dunks?
No, they have their own. They have too many shoes. The previous Philly Dunks are better, in my opinion.
And also it's Philly.
Mickey can have them.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's getting another pair of shoes. Other than that, nah, not for me.
Dude, I think UPS is here with my shirt. Dogs are going bananas.
Oh, live pickup.
Live unboxing. Hang on a second.
Wow, not him just like disappeared for like a millisecond.
That was quick. And back from our commercial break.
Yeah, back from our footy discussion.
The front door is like right behind the closet.
Oh, here's the Potosi.
Go Stussy, Pata.
Good.
I'll fuck with that.
Sound connection.
Yeah, it's good.
It's green.
It's good.
Green.
Wait, the shirt's green?
Well, the print is green. They're not black.
Oh, okay.
They look black in there, but they're actually like a eagle's. Like it's a dark green.
Oh,
dark green, like a forest green or something like that. I was gonna say because I was just like, I'm not colorblind, but that shirt looks very white right now.
I have a type.
Again, Jordan 1 lows, white t-shirts.
Kinda. Yeah. You know, I'm old, set in my ways. That's how it goes when you're old. You know, not changing me. So anyway, all right, man. So is it time to jump into Newsies, Griff?
Newsies.
It is. I think it's time to jump into Newsies.
Let's do it, man. Let's get into it. What's happening?
Boy, howdy, have we had some good Newsies come out recently. A lot of things. Well, first off, I don't know if you heard this. Epcot's complete.
I heard the walls came down.
It's done. Epcot's complete for what is it at the time of this recording? Like 4 days, and then they're gonna start working on testing. With this last week came the coming down of the walls of the Communicore Hall, and with that is now Epcot is air quotes complete. Let me step on my little soapbox here. It doesn't look good. I mean, it looks okay, but it's giving very much like University of Disney College type vibes in the Communicore Hall, and then like also John, you'll be seeing this next or when you come back, but it's hot as fuck out right now. So having this whole like outdoor stage setup with literally no shade at all for the whole entire area besides just the performers, which good for them, they have shade, but for everyone else trying to watch this show, that seemingly, in my opinion, looks pretty like, well, we kind of got to kill time for the next like couple months, so we'll just throw this Encanto show together. It doesn't look it looks like it was rushed. The whole thing, like this last little piece of Epcot that's supposed to wrap off this 5 years of construction just doesn't look good. Like it looks like it was just, like I said, like it's supposed to be like a usable hall for a bunch of different festivals and stuff like that, but in my opinion it just doesn't look that good. I think they did a good job with it. So
what would have made it look good.
I think that the original kind of concept art and the original idea that was for it would have made it look better. I think they would have added more shade outside for that still stage area, or even had, like the original idea was supposed to be that huge garden thing, like this multi-tiered garden thing. That was the original idea for it when everything was happening. And then of course, you have to take into the fact that, of course, COVID happened and that killed their budget for a lot of stuff. But that was the original idea for what Epcot was going to have, was this multi-tier layered, like little pavilion area for nature, almost in a sense, is what it was supposed to be. And then that got dumbed down with everything that happened to just being this Communicore hall. And I think just even like if they were to have that same hall, just having more stuff. And like there's another thing too, is like for the actual Communicore, a lot of the things that they had out there were for that, like at least in the beginning things that they showed, these cool things, like these would be cool to have in there. Like there's like little tiny things here and there, like banners for all the different neighborhoods of Epcot. They took those down as soon as the influencers were out for their opening day thing, so those were gone right away, and that helped add to the lure of it. They had a bunch of other stuff in there too that like looked cool, but everything that they had in there they took out. Like it just looks like it was just terribly laid out, and it just kind of just threw stuff together. It's like, well, we kind of replaced what was there, but we'll just make it look a little bit worse now. So I don't know, it doesn't look good to my opinion. I think that they kind of cut some corners with some things. So yeah, I'm not a fan. And like I think that in overall, like Epcot had like a bunch of these things that were going to happen to it, and of course, like I said before, COVID happened, so it takes a lot out of it. But
well, I mean,
it's
is it done? Because they'd said they were going to do a Mary Poppins ride. They had talked about, remember, they were going to redo Spaceship Earth. That was pre-COVID. Spaceship Earth get redone. I know Test Track is going to get done still, right?
Yeah, it shuts down in 4 days of this recording on June 16th is its last day of operation. Well, technically June 15th is the last day. So, but still, nonetheless, like Spaceship Earth killed, Mary Poppins area killed.
Well, I mean, to me, at least you can walk around the park without having to take massive detours because of all the walls and areas being shut down. Which
that's nice, but it would have been nice that the 5 years of waiting would have led to something actually, But it did. I like the Center area. The Center area is very nice. I think they did an amazing job with that. Moana is very cool. I think they did an amazing job with that. But the things that they took out from what they were planning because of everything, and while it's working, I get it, but
Moana's I mean, that's it.
Kids like
it's cute.
Kids like it.
And that's what matters. That for that one, that's what that matters. But when you have community, okay, Jordan. But it's just the Communicore Hall, like it was just a grand thing, not grand thing I was supposed to be, but like it had a bunch of cool things I was supposed to be. And right now, it like I said, it looks like if you walk on any college campus in the United States right now and go to their tech building, that's exactly what that thing looks like. That's exactly what it looks like.
You feel at home. Makes you feel at home.
Well, it looks like I'm at work, but that's not the good news. Like I don't want to feel like I'm at work if I'm at there. Wonder what someone looks like? It looks like the new terminal at MCO, Orlando Airport. It looks exactly like the new Terminal C. Exactly what it is. It just feels like that's what it feels like.
Same.
And again, like, and my thing is too is like,
I got a deal.
The stage thing that they have is cool. I really like the stage that they have. The thing that sucks about it is Disney, for some reason, when they step foot into Florida, are just like, you know what? But they don't need shade. Why? And everything that they've created recently, there's no shade. It was 100+ degrees the other day when I went, and I was dying. But they're just like, you know what? They don't need any shade outside right now. It's fine. They want to have these shows out there. They don't need it. I'm sorry, but like you can't throw in like one of those, like, and that's the thing too, is that they got rid of those cool like little sunblocker shades that were at Epcot to replace it with literally no shade at all for that whole entire center area besides trees, which trees work, but like
those little metal trees that have like this much shade.
Yeah, literally. It just the whole thing is just I'm like, and there's cool like little things here and there. Like the mural has hints Odyssey. Okay, cool. Well, give me some shade so I'm not dying in 100-degree weather. I'd rather have that than a cool little Odyssey like thing. Also, another thing that got killed, the play pavilion. I'm okay with it, but still, that got killed. It just a lot of things, and that's my biggest gripe with like this whole
what I'm hearing is
completed.
Griff has big feelings. Let's get off the soapbox.
Okay.
Is there anything good coming to Disney? Anything good news?
Well, I have my thing.
Turn that frown upside down.
I have my preview for Tiana's this weekend. Woo! Yeah. I know. Finally.
I heard she's getting a ride.
Yeah, I know. I mean, last episode that we recorded, that I don't know when it's gonna come out. We didn't even have the news of it breaking that was gonna be out yet, but now we have the news, and I have a preview this weekend, going on probably most likely Sunday. So we're gonna go on Sunday. We're gonna try to do the whole virtual queue thing, see how that works out. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. Everything that I've seen again, I've been trying to keep myself spoiler free as much as I can, besides like whatever randomly pops up in the timeline and whatever's outside. I feel like that's not spoiler because it's just you can see it just walking around. So everything looks good. I'm very excited for it. I've been
Nice.
talking it up since it's been coming out. So that's a positive. That's a positive.
Well,
I feel like
I've heard good things about it, so I'm looking forward to when I can make it out there and see it.
That's positive.
Well, you know what else has an opening date announced?
What?
The Country Bear Jamboree,
So hyped.
July 17th.
Happy Griff. Happy Griff now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Big Owl.
Hell yeah, brother.
Happy,
These colors
Happy
don't
Griff
run.
is bringing his autograph book that day.
These colors
wonder if
don't
there'd
run.
So let me ask you a question. Is there any Tiana's Bayou Adventure merch? Are they selling shirts or anything? Or
Not right now. It's not going to be out until, well, again, this is another thing about Disney, is if you're an influencer, you could have bought the stuff already. But if you're just a casual going there for any of your previews, AP or cast member, you are SOL and you cannot buy any merch at all. At least I've heard. At least that's what I've heard. So if there is merch and you'd like me to get something, if you see anything that catches your eye, let me know.
well, I need Country Bears. I need Country Bears opening day merch. Come on.
Don't worry, I'm in there. But yeah, for Tiana stuff, they're not selling anything until the actual opening day, and then, which is even weirder because basically that little area they have out now, it used to be a store too when it was still Splash Mountain, but now it's got turned into the Critter Co-op, I believe. They have that, but they're not going to open that up until a couple weeks after opening day, just because it's going to be a giant swarm of people attacking it because Disney merch and people trying to flip shit. So they're going to have it in the mainstream Emporium for the first couple weeks. So
yeah, I can see that.
Also, I'll try to make it out opening day, but probably not going to, just because if I'm going for a preview, and also Mel and I are going to be going to H2 Glow for the Typhoon Lagoon for the after hours event there. So
nice. I like it.
They started testing in Disneyland. Also, I think I saw a video.
I saw that.
Oh,
Country
in
Bears.
Disneyland last night.
Wait.
Disneyland?
That's right.
Country
Y'all don't have
Bears.
Country Bears. Damn.
Nah, killed them. Put their
Yeah,
heads in
that's-
Winnie the Pooh.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Couldn't be my theme park. Anyway, speaking of
Hey,
Disneyland and cutting, did you hear about this? Did you see this?
Yeah,
Disneyland
isn't
is
that something to
cutting
do-
more entertainment.
Doesn't it have something to do with unionization?
That's my bad.
Probably. It probably does. I think because they
Re-sign
unionized.
agreements.
Yeah.
Cancel
But they're
everything for now.
currently cutting Five and Dime and all of the Avengers Campus shows and the Green Army Men. They're all getting cut as of right now. At least that's the rumors that they're going to get cut. So still a rumor at this point. We're not sure, but
I mean,
a lot
that's
of
right. They want they want to negotiate deals, more pay, better hours, whatever. Disney's not giving anything away. You want that, great. Then we're going to take some. Great. We're going to lose. You guys are going to lose 40 jobs. So
which is also very funny because Avengers Campus is going to probably. I haven't been there yet, so I can't say. But just going off the videos that I've seen of Avengers Campus, I think if you don't have those characters there to kind of bring it to life, it's going to feel so dead.
Well, I only heard about the Doctor Strange show going. I didn't hear that there's not going to be any Roman characters.
Mm-hmm. Those are going to be gone too. Or at least the at least from this it says all campus shows,
We got a lot of Roman characters at Disneyland. I mean, not just Avengers Campus, dude. They're all over the parks. That is one thing that Disney World. You're talking about us cutting that. That's something Disney World never had.
We used to, but and we used to
in the
also
grass,
have, like,
Winnie the Pooh in the grass, 50 yards away.
We have those, but we did have. I mean, like the Main Street, the people of Main Street, they used to be a thing. The people of Hollywood used to be a thing, and they got those after COVID. Those both went to the wayside. We do have occasionally roaming characters now. Every once in a blue moon, like Pocahontas has been seen like walking around like the
Not
running around the kingdom.
Pocahontas. Say it isn't so.
And then a couple other ones here and there, but nothing like crazy for roaming. But there's still occasionally here and there.
You come out to Disneyland, man. You can meet Luca. What do you think of that?
I don't like mean characters. I'm not gonna lie. I like seeing them in the distance.
It
I don't like
it is cool. It is cool when Marvel has new shows and they bring out characters and their new.
That is gas. Or like
their
the
new fits.
Boogie Nights, and they did the Zombie Captain America. Gas.
Yeah, that. I still have a little. I bought my kid a little figure of that dude.
Yeah,
he's tight.
Yeah, I saw. We were there last weekend. And I saw Shang-Chi just cruising around. It's kind of cool. They do a good job, and I do agree with you, Griff. That's what makes Avengers Campus really nice is the characters do bring it to life. I'd be curious to see. Like I said, the only thing I've really heard about is the Doctor Strange show. I haven't heard about the other stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. Like,
but the Doctor Strange show is the only one that's got like times. Like they do the thing, the mimic with the hover jet and Black Widow and Black Panther.
I say
You
they
know,
don't need to have a time for
but it's
Spider-Man
not like
1.
timed.
That's a
Spider-Man,
robot.
yeah, Spider-Man's a robot, so well they have it. They have a character immediately at the end of it, but yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I mean, they're a company.
Hopefully they
right?
can meet in the middle.
Yeah,
looking-
yeah,
And we
yeah.
can get this back.
Yeah, they're looking at the bottom line. Unfortunately, I know that sometimes, Griff, you don't understand the companies do what's in their best interest, not what's best for
Here we go.
Disney says
Not
Disney
not
just says
always
fuck
looking
all
out
of
for the
us.
consumer.
It's okay. They said fuck the consumer. That's okay. Speaking of consuming and consumers and consumerism, a next newsy topic, kind of more of an opinion that I wanted from you all. Where do you kind of stand on this whole new wave that's happening now of sneaker releases for, at least in these cases, it's for these artists needing to have merch purchased alongside in order to actually purchase that item? So just in case to get everyone on the loop, J Balvin recently had the Rio Jordan 3s come out and on his website, and the only way in order to actually purchase the shoes is if you bought $100 worth of merch. So on top of a $250 pair of shoes, you have to also spend $100 plus on his merch in order to get the code to purchase that item. And then same thing recently with Action Bronson is he did on his website as well, in order to get his recent 1906, the Scorpios or whatever, you had to purchase a long sleeve. So is this something that's a good idea coming forward with sneakers, or is it something that's kind of like, I don't like that this is happening? What do you guys think?
I don't think it's a new idea. I know during COVID there was a skate shop here that when they got a nice Jordan release that was pretty hype, they would give you a reserve pair if you spent $200 on Jordan brand merchandise. If you bought clothes, they would hold you a pair or reserve a pair for you. So I don't think it's a new idea, but I mean, I think it's interesting that it's the artists doing it. They're the ones that are deciding that ththese are limited, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that we're gonna limit the release, and then we're gonna so basically they're making you buy a pack, right? Instead of you got to build your own Happy Meal. So you got to get a shirt, a pair of shorts, and a shoe. I you know what, you want it or you don't, right? If you want it, you probably want a shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the requirement to buy another piece of merch throws off some of the reselling. I would assume, because I mean, who's buying one of those shirts for resale? Probably not many people. So that's gonna be an extra loss if you're not able to sell that T-shirt, and then you're still betting on that shoe reselling. So as reselling, I mean, I think we're at the tail end of reselling at a big scale. So I mean, too little too late maybe, but yeah. I'm not mad at some good merch, and if I want the shoe, and if the merch is the thing that's saying you can get this shoe that you want if you buy this $40 T-shirt, I would rather support the artist than support reselling.
But the one thing I don't want is I don't want there to be 50,000 shirts, and if I buy one, I get a chance to buy the shoe early, and then there's only 10,000 shoes. Like, don't make me buy a shirt if it doesn't guarantee me a pair.
And I think that's what happened a lot with the J Balvin one recently, is that people were buying the stuff, but that doesn't guarantee you get the shoes.
Yeah, see, that's
so then people are, it's like, but you're buying $100 worth of merch for J Balvin, and I mean, like, if you support him as a artist, cool, but like, say like, I don't listen to reggaeton a lot, like I don't speak Spanish, like, but I think that his shoes are awesome, and I think
you look like you
cool
speak Spanish. You've got. Are you sure?
I know a little bit, but not a lot. But nonetheless, like, I don't like I it's one of the things that, like, I would support, I guess, like, the vision that he has for sneakers, but I don't necessarily listen to like the music. So like, for me, getting like a J Balvin shirt, like, I just something that like I would get and never wear. But like, if I were to get the shirt because I really like the shoes, and then turns out, like, for me, I think that the shoe didn't even go up to a 15 on drop. So for me to get that and like not know what his size range is going to be for the shoes, and I get a size 15, or I need a size 15, he doesn't even have it, well then fuck me for getting a $100 shirt or $100 worth of merch from him. So at least that's my view on it.
And I think shops have been doing that as kind of like a rewards program, like Kith. Like, I get early access for things because I spent a bunch of money at Kith. So it's the same thing. It's just an artist instead of a shop.
Yeah. Like I said, I think,
and I'm sure Nike does that. I'm sure Nike does that on the back end, and you just don't see it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
This person spends X amount of money, make them likelier to get this hype shoe so that they love Nike.
Technically, they do that that's what sneakers is supposed to be, is that if you spend more money with sneakers, then it's supposed to be giving you more chances of getting shoes, which that never happens. I mean, they say it happens, but it doesn't happen
I
at all.
disagree. I do fairly well on sneakers. I mean,
I think it depends on size
you are
too,
right on
because
sneakers,
like
aren't you?
my last thing I hit on in sneakers was a shoe back in, I believe it was February.
No, you hit you got the foams.
No,
You got the purple foams.
that was in February.
Was it?
That was February.
You
And the other shoe I got after that was a pair from Mel in April, and then it was like a non-hype shoot at all. But that's the last couple pair that I've gotten. Otherwise, I haven't gotten like anything. The last hype shoe I got from sneakers, besides the foams, was the SB candy corns. And those didn't really hyped. And I hit on the Cherry 12s back in October. Otherwise, I don't hit that often on sneakers.
You're
That
right,
gets
those
very
foams-
rare.
foams were February.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So that's kind of that's what I mean is like it's supposed to, but it's more geared towards what your actual size is. So like for you with the size 12, it's a little bit easier for them to have more stock of that. Whereas like for me with the size 15, they're not going to have as much of a stock with it. So I mean, I'm just going to start chopping toes off and see what happens. Hopefully that
There you go.
helps.
What you got? You got to do what you got to do. How
Do some
committed
foot
are you?
binding.
How committed are you? So, all right, man. What else we got?
The last thing that we have for Newsies, it's good. It's been good. We've been rolling. I want to push this out a little bit just because I don't know what's going to be coming up soon. But July 18th is supposed to be the drop date for the Amen Meniere Jordan 3s. This is going to be the black version of the ones that already have came out, I believe. So the white kind of cream version came out a couple years ago now, in women's sizing, and this one's going to be the black version of those. So I think that these are nice. I like these. I don't like them more than the other version, but I think they're nice. I like the other version more personally.
I could leave them. I don't think I'm down. How about you, Adrian?
I like the addition of that violet color, that purpley, because I think, I mean, the original ones were more muted, and these ones have that more vibrant. I don't know what they call it, violet ore or something like that. I think is what
Burgundy Crush.
The
way
one-
off.
the first pair
has
had the first pair had violet ore accents.
okay. Well, this one's more, I don't know, a deeper version of that color. So I think I can appreciate it. I don't know if I would wear it over like Black Cement 3.
Well, I guess that's my point. Is it's no different than the Nina Chanel Apney 3s coming out. Okay, what shoes would I wear ahead of it, and like how often would I go for that pair? Same with this pair. I mean, I'm sure they're super nice. I love the liner. Like that's my favorite part about the first pair is the satin liner. Super comfy, feels good. But like I don't know when I'm pulling this pair out to wear them, especially with the new silhouette or the new reimagined or the new shape of the black cements coming out.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like,
I mean, my old black cements are in great shape, but I'm still going to get the new pair just because of the shape.
And I do like the look of like the Amen Meniere shoes. I do like their color palette a lot, but sometimes it's hard to match with that color palette. I mean, for me, like you have to hope to have a lot more of like khaki or like darker colors in your like actual like kind of clothing line that you have.
You got to root for some different teams. You need to find a team.
See, that's it's hard.
What team has the violet ore that you need to figure out?
I don't like any. I don't like any at all.
Maybe there's like a professional lacrosse team or something that's got that.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's a good idea.
Ultimate frisbee. I mean, I'm sure there's something.
Professional. Oh, you know what? It's gonna be pickleball because that's what everyone's getting into now. Pickleball.
Well, I mean, you love all those fringe sports.
Fringe sports.
AAA shot.
Soccer.
AAA shot put.
There we go.
Farm team stuff,
Hey, shot put's man sport. I threw a shot back in the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There it is.
The truth comes
I did
out.
that.
Did you wear violet ore? Is what we're wondering.
Did not. My school colors were like Lakers. It was gold. It was purple and gold.
Same.
Wow. In Los
Blue
Angeles.
The track uniforms
California?
were all gold. The track uniforms were, and this is back when Dolphin shorts were the thing. So we had gold Dolphin shorts, gold tank tops with purple lettering across. the
Wait,
front.
what are dolphin shorts?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was
You
like,
don't
what
even
the
know?
fuck is
You
a
need to look up
dolphin
Dolphin.
short?
I don't even know what
You need to look
God.
up Dolphin shorts.
Everyone look up dolphin shorts. We need to do
That's
this
a brand.
together.
It's a brand.
Oh, the little guys.
Yeah.
We need some pics. We need to insert something into this.
I literally only see women's variations of dolphin shorts, so
Yeah,
that
that's
gives
what
me
John
the
wore those.
word.
There you go.
Hey, if you need your balls hugged in some certain way, Pretty sure.
Actually, most of the guys that they're shooting, we just wore the sweatpants. We didn't take the sweatpants off. We just left the sweatpants.
You didn't
off.
want any slippage happening. I respect
We didn't.
that.
You know what? Well, I don't know if
Classy.
you're familiar with the technique, but you've got a leg back,
Yeah,
and you do a big leg drive. So
Mhm. that leg
you're pretty
drive,
open.
something to
Big
be
leg
dropping out.
drops.
You're pretty
Yeah.
opened up. You're really opened up
Yeah.
when you do that.
Yeah, that checks. Yeah, you can be
Yeah.
shot putting some other type of balls after that.
Yeah,
Good lord,
exactly.
putting your balls back.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about Almond Manir Jordan 3s. We'll take the road that this wave takes us. It's just you gotta ride it sometimes.
Fucking meandering down. We're gonna get there eventually. Just
Yeah,
wandering
well, you know what? It's not about the destination; it's about the journey to get there.
the journey. Fuck yeah.
But-
And the dolphin shorts.
And the dolphin shorts and the
Yeah.
balls falling out. But anyway, that's all I got for newsies, though.
All right, nice. All right, well, it's time for Fit of the Week, and I don't think Griff did one.
Now straight dripping. Okay, I feel you. How much for that? Yeah, I got those.
Did you
I
Fit
did
of the
one.
Week? You
I did. You didn't look at it yet.
Well, you clearly did it after we started recording.
I still did it. It was chosen beforehand. We chose
Sure.
it before.
Every
Dang.
week we make a post where someone tagged us or used the hashtag Kicks at the Castle. And this week it is, drum roll, Just Another Adventure. Okay. Oh, we're down. Looks like we're at Winnie the Pooh. This appears to be a Disney World photo. Whatever.
Better park.
And who's the Sarah? Sarai? So if
Sarai,
that's
I
Sarah,
believe.
it's an interesting spelling of the word Sarah. Sarai? Is that right?
Sarai.
Okay, Sarai. All right. So, all right. So what is she wearing? I can't even tell. It's like they look like are they Dunks or are they Jordan 1s?
They are dunks. They are yellow dunks. I'm not quite sure on the colorway, but I believe that they're a woman's colorway.
Okay, we got the Winnie the Pooh lounge fly, got the Winnie the Pooh fit, we got the ears, got the whole thing going on. Very nice.
She's got fits on fits on fits too.
I
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
It's put together.
Killing it.
She's not a rookie.
Does not play around.
Don't
no.
fuck around with that.
Exactly. So anyway, well, we appreciate the tag. If you would like to be featured, use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle or tag us in your fit pics in park or not. And now we're going to jump into this day in Disney history. And I'm going to throw the fucking disclaimer out right now that today is June 12th. I have no idea when you're going to hear this, but that's the date I'm working with.
God willing, the next 2 weeks.
So whether these are timely or not is completely not up to me. So anyway, I've got June 22nd, 1985. Videopolis opened. Does anybody know what Videopolis is, or does anybody not know what Videopolis is?
No.
You don't know what it is?
No.
So back in the 80s, they created a nightclub at Disneyland. You could actually do an after dark ticket to go in and dance. Knott's Berry Farm had a similar thing to encourage the teens to visit the theme parks, and at the Fantasyland Theater, that was Videopolis. And so they would have bands play, they'd play videos, there was dancing. I am old enough that I drove up there and partook of the Videopolis nightlife on more than one occasion. So my question is, which of the following bands did not perform at Videopolis? The choices are Janet Jackson, New Kids on the Block, Bobby Brown, Debbie Gibson, or Marie Osmond.
Did not.
Did not.
I gotta go with Janet.
I was gonna say, I was thinking that. I just don't know how close that was to the whole Super Bowl fiasco.
That was way fucking before.
30, 40
fucking
years.
before.
I'm gonna say Janet.
Because I'm gonna say, Griff, you remember the Super Bowl? Do you remember 1985?
I wasn't even born for 1985.
Okay.
I wasn't even a thought. I wasn't even a thought of a thought yet. So no.
So you guys going with Janet?
Yeah.
It was Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown did play at Disneyland, but he played at Grad Night in Tomorrowland. So
I bet that slapped.
Side note, did y'all
I was
another
there.
newsies?
I was there.
Look at you.
You were there in your
Did you
dolphin
drive-
shorts.
and his Model T car, he had to drive over there.
No, you know what? Back then, you had to wear a coat and tie to Grad Night.
Wow.
No, fancy.
Well, they didn't want fighting because I
always
was
loved that.
I was of the
Yeah.
generation that threw hands.
Valid.
Suit and
Hey,
tie,
suit
can't throw
suit and
hands.
tie, you can't throw hands. It gets you in that penguin suit. You just can't move at all.
You dressed up, you act nicer. I would think that was their thought process.
Also, side note, thinking about the thought process, what do they think about the people who just would duel and that stuff back in the 1800s, that they just take a pistol to each other? They're wearing suit and ties.
Well, you know what? They had rules. That was the
There were
that was
things.
No,
that
no
was
powdered
televised.
wigs though.
Oh, see, yeah, that's where it gets me. They had powdered wigs when John was there. That's fair.
There you go. So anyway, all right.
But
So June 22nd. It's going to stick with June 22nd, but we're going to fast forward to 1988. What iconic Walt Disney picture movie opened up? It was directed by. I'm going to give you some hints because that's way too general. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, produced by Steven Spielberg. Was it Romancing the Stone? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Or Big Top Pee Wee?
Roger Rabbit.
Steven Spielberg. I'm gonna go Indiana Jones. It's probably not right at all, but we're just gonna throw it out there.
Indiana Jones. All right. Adrian got it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I figured this one. No,
Last Crusade, 89, I think. 'Cause that's my birth year.
It was right around there. Yeah. All right. So I got one more for you guys. June 14th, 1959. Which of the following rides open? More than one. We got Disneyland Monorail, Alice in Wonderland, Sailing Ship Columbia, Matterhorn Bobsleds, or the Enchanted Tiki Room.
I'll go Tiki Room. Sure.
I'll go
I'll
Matterhorn.
Tiki Room. It's gonna be Monorail.
Is that it?
Yeah, the Tiki Room
Matterhorn?
for me.
Yeah.
You got Tiki Room and Monorail?
Matterhorn.
Matterhorn.
Matterhorn? Matterhorn's correct. Celebrating its 65th anniversary this year is the Matterhorn and the Disneyland Monorail.
See, I don't really keep up with the history of that bee park, so
Well, right now, the B park, you mean the first original fucking only A park?
bee park.
Anyway. All right. Core memories.
But the really important ones are over here. I don't want to get too technical, but these are called core memories.
Griff, this is going to be a core memory.
Good, I'm happy. It's gonna be core memory as me as well.
I know my man Adrian just road tripped out, spent a week out here. So I'm sure there were multiple core memories made.
Yeah. First night, went out and had some za with you and Phil and fam. And that's always delicious. I love me. If the pepperonis don't cup, I don't want them.
No.
And then the next day, rope drop, the huge. And we met up with Phil, yourself, Ruby, and went into the lounge, the DVC lounge. That was fun. That's a core memory.
You know what's funny is that I spent the night. I was right across the street, and I still didn't make it into the park until like 10:30.
We completely expected.
We were too late for breakfast, and we stayed there.
Wow, completely expected. But that's fine.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
It's fine. We made up for it throughout the
We did.
entire day. Let's see, what else? Second day, rope drop DCA, met up with my local buddy, another junior from work, hung out with his fam. I spent basically the whole day there. Then the next day, another rope drop. That was a half day though, because we had to head back to San Diego for my wife's work conference. And then I was in San Diego for a couple days, went to the zoo and to the safari park. Would recommend.
Did you take the Skyliner type ride when you were at the zoo? What is it?
Yeah, for sure.
Skyway?
For sure. Had to. And then I was at the end of the day, so it wasn't as fantastic as it could have been because me and the kid we were done. We were done
But
for.
if you take it from the bottom to the front of the park, it's really a lifesaver because it's all friggin' uphill.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we definitely went uphill and then took it down. So
you took
it was a nice ride. Yeah, we basically did the whole park and then took the Skyliner or whatever it's called there all the way back down. So, and then we went to the safari park the next day, met up with Luigi, Ruby's fiance, and then we went and took some pictures. He drew some stuff. The lions were not cooperating, so that was pretty funny. And that was that day. Went back to the hotel next day, then went back up to Anaheim for the bookend of our trip and met up with Phil again and had a grand old time. And then it was Monday and then back to work.
Is there any truth to the story that Ruby rode little A like a horse?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of it also. Yeah.
That's baby Ruby. That's baby Ruby, not big Ruby.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was confused for a split second. I was like, oh.
Yes, those two are crazy little children when they get together, but it's quite adorable.
It's
definitely some core memories
I saw the
for them.
pictures, and it looks like they're just like siblings just chilling. It's so cute.
Yeah, they sure do like each other. So
Yeah.
we'll see how long that lasts. My kid's older, so he's gonna get the I'm too cool for
I'm too
anything
cool.
before
Yes.
she does. So we'll see what happens when we cross that bridge.
Right. Anyway, all right. Griff, what about you, man? I've been seeing you in the parks. So you've been
I've
making
been.
well, dude. You got the fucking 4-day work week now, so you're living
Hell
the
yeah.
dream.
I
You're
haven't
living
been
the
going on
dream.
Fridays though lately. We've been going on Fridays like occasionally, but we leave on a Friday, then we don't actually like go to the park till Saturday. So,
Right, but it's
but
kind of nice
nonetheless,
because you got Fridays to do
nice.
your adult shit and then drive out. I mean, it's
hmm
fucking that's awesome.
So nice. That's the hey, higher education, everyone. Look for that as your career path. Anyway, we've been going crazy the last couple weekends. I'll probably just stick to this last weekend just because it's the most relevant, and that's been, again, like I said, been a minute, so I'll stick with something that's more recent. But I went to Magic Solo this last week Friday. Mel and I drove up to Orlando on Friday and stayed with my parents for the night, and she didn't feel like going to the park at all. I think she had some work stuff to to finish up, so I just went by myself, and it was nice. I just walked around, just took some pictures, wrote a couple things here and there, but for the most part, I've started to enjoy solo trips because I kind of can just do whatever I want, and also it's just nice to kind of just get away and just walk around the park and like just by yourself. You don't have to rely on like anyone else really. Like, oh, we need to go do this for this person. So that was fun. Took some dope shots of Tiana's at night. I've been playing with the new camera. My dad got a new camera and he hasn't been using it at all, so he lets me use it whenever I want to. And I was just playing around with it, trying to get some good settings on there. Just kind of get a little knack for the old photo stuff, and just trying to take some cool pictures. So I got some cool ones of Tiana's. And then on Saturday, I went to the other theme park, and that's where I was sweating to death. That's also a core memory, is going to Universal and dying because the rides were very long waits, and everything that was AC was good, but it was just mostly gift stores. So we went to go see the tribute store there, and then we ended up dipping. Hey, John. So Universal's this cool thing. They do a tribute store for each theme for each season. You'd really enjoy it. There's nice 80s themed. You would have been wearing your Dolphin shorts walking into the store back in the day. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, it was a good weekend. It was pretty chill. We're gonna be heading, like I said, out there this next weekend. We're gonna be going on Tiana's on Sunday. So looking forward to that. But yeah, that's really it. Nothing too crazy. Mostly just been the last couple weekends just taking pictures and chilling fam. So
Well, I'm going to Universal in 2 weeks. I'm going to Universal. I'm going to Universal.
I'm going to Universal in 2 weeks.
The Hollywood one. Yeah, I know. I'm not
Crazy.
I'm not super hyped about it. We got family coming in from out of town, so it is literally my first time since the 80s. I have not been there since the 80s.
hey,
So
you get to see the Super Mario Land. I know you care about Nintendo and Super Mario.
I played Donkey Kong as a youngin, as a wee lad.
As a youth,
Adrian shirt.
that's right. Best platformer at me.
So no, that was I remember I got a ColecoVision when I was a kid, and that had the best version of Donkey Kong on there. So
That's the OG.
yeah, that was that's what I'm all about, man. So yeah, like you said, Griff, I've been to the park a bunch of times since we recorded. Man, we had a great time with the figs. Adrian, refresh my memory. Did we ride any rides that day? Because I don't think we rode. I think maybe we rode the train.
We did ride the train to help Ruby take a nap. She didn't take a nap at all.
That's because she sat next to little A.
Yeah, it was that plan was set up from the get-go. I think we rode Pirates. I think that might have been a thing, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But other than that, no. I think that day we walked, even counting like us walking around and doing our thing, even the zoo, we walked more that day of doing nothing than any of the other days during that week.
Well, we walked from fucking mobile checkout, like from fucking food to food to food to food to food.
To food.
It was
Both
ridiculous.
parks.
We fucking ate all day long.
Yeah.
All day long. And like I said, that was such a great day. It was just, because like the only thing we were worried about is when our next mobile pickup window was going to open.
100%. And trying to game pickup windows. Yeah.
Exactly. Damn. So no, that was a super good time. I would be remiss if I didn't shout out a friend got us into Club 33 to celebrate my birthday. I can tell you the first time I went, it was a blur. Like it's sensory overload. It was so nice going in the second time, being able to just enjoy and take everything in instead of like just like you know what I mean. It was so good, and the menu had changed, which was fun. So it was completely different menu choices. It was wonderful to get to go. And the other thing that was amazing is we had the dining room to ourselves. We got there was like 2 other families, and the last half hour, we were the last people in there because I think it was kind of between lunch and dinner. So, they kind of cleared out the dining room after lunch. And so we just got to hang out and just enjoy the place by ourselves. Yeah, it was amazing to get to go again. It just, it was just wonderful experience. We just went last weekend, spent a bunch of time with Phil and Ashley and Ruby. We did a few more rides last weekend, but again, I've been hitting a lot of food. I know that Adrian was disappointed when he saw the post of the meatball sandwich, the meatball marinara sandwich that Phil and I
Lady and tramping.
They waited till after I left.
Yeah.
Could have had a challenger's moment with that.
Well, and the thing is that we went 3-way on the orange chicken burrito, but we used a knife.
Yeah.
Damn, waited for Adrian to
Kept
leave.
kept it proper.
Cucked him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I tell you what, they've been putting a lot of good food out. I mean, Adrian, what was your take on the pickle lemonade?
It was pickle flavored lemonade. I would rather
What the
have
fuck?
them separate. Yeah, it was lemonade and pickle juice, I would say, and it wasn't that. It was
What's with Disney adding pickles to things that
it
shouldn't
was a
be
little
there?
weird. It was a little weird.
I got the
thought
It
the
wasn't awful.
milkshake.
It wasn't awful. It wasn't disgusting, but I would rather have them separate.
Yeah, and notice I didn't
the
buy a
fuck?
second one. I'd had it the week before, so I didn't get it when you guys got it. But I thought the interesting thing was when you ate the pickle tasted like lemonade because it had been in the lemon. So the pickle didn't taste like a pickle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
Anyway,
But the what was it? The baked potato hot dog
Mhm.
was delicious.
Well, I actually put in the alt food. I was going to talk about the baked potato game, and I actually have that in there. So what Adrian's talking about is at Refreshment Corner. So this is segment. I know it's not alt food, but there's a potato involved, so we're going to call it vegan. It's plant-based because the base is a plant. So you're talking about the Refreshment Corner has a barbecued potato dog, which is smoked sausage, pulled pork, slaw, and fried onions on a baked potato, plant-based. And I picked that thing up, and it was bigger than I thought it'd be. That's what she said. It was a good-sized baked potato. And I was trying to eat it like a hot dog, and that thing required a fork and a knife. Adrian, did you try to eat it?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was fork and a knife right away.
Yeah,
I'm not putting myself through that.
I thought it was delicious. I mean, I thought it was really well done.
It was. I was surprised how good it was.
So the week or two before, I had the Roundup barbecue potato at the Troubadour Tavern, and that was brisket, slaw, pickle spear, and onion straw, and it was Coca-Cola barbecue. And I would say that one is only $11.49, so it's $4 less. The one at the Refresher Corner had smoked sausage and pulled pork. That one just had brisket, but still awesome. So I think a baked potato is a great snack, and it's nice that they've got a couple of spots you can get one. And man, that was kind of a meal. The one at Refreshment Corner, that thing was kind of a meal. Really enjoyed that. Sorry, Ruby, for tainting your alt food segment
It's a potato
with meat-filled potatoes, but
then,
when you're not here, that's what you get.
And then also mixing it in with the
That's
other
right.
segment too.
So
Dual
all right.
segment.
All right, so I want to jump in with Livid with the Land real quick.
Oh boy, let's fucking cook.
Well, you know what? It's Adrian was there that day. And the thing that got on me is what the fuck is up with the bathroom line? Like the women's room, I'm like, like the lines were as bad as the fucking Justin Timberlake concert. I'm like, what is going on? And you go in there and like half the toilets are broken. And I'm just like, I don't understand why we can't have enough shitters at Disneyland. I mean, DCA's got alcohol everywhere. People are drinking. You know what? Put a few more goddamn bathrooms in. Or why do you have bathrooms that have 2 stalls, 3 stalls? I mean, let's get some. I mean, Epcot. How many stalls are in that big one over by
that
England?
big one. That big one's
There's it's like 100 fucking stalls in there.
Yeah.
What, like at the entrance area?
No, they close it off most of the time, but then they open it up.
Canada. between England and Canada.
Oh
open it
yeah,
up for,
it's
like,
open.
big
It's open
events.
again. Yeah, that one's huge.
Dude, that's like
They,
there's got to be 50 stalls in there.
there's a lot. There is a lot.
There's a
I've been in
fucking
there. But they just redid it, so I'm trying to
yeah.
remember what it looks like now. But
But
yeah,
I remember on New Year's, you know what? I mean, we were
Yeah.
hanging out in England. We were going over there, and I was like, you know what? You never had to wait.
Yep.
You know, you got people drinking. You need to have freaking stalls, man. I mean, it's it's crazy. I'm like, dude, like at every bathroom we went to, like Amy, because we were hanging out by smoke jumpers, and she walked over there, and the freaking line was way outside. She's like, oh wait, we'll go to the ones over by. I can't remember. We went to another one. She's like, that one's crowded too, and I'm like, well, let's go over by Art of Animation and try that one because that's a little bit bigger. It just blows my mind that she couldn't find it. She couldn't find a line that was less than 15 minutes to go to the bathroom. And then, people are like, she's like, this lady comes in with like a 12-year-old and she's like, oh, my daughter really has to go. She's got a small bladder. She needs to cut. I'm like,
sucks.
it sucks to be you, I mean,
Go shit in the queue like the rest of us.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. That's like, it's like the basics, right? The basics. If you've got places to get food, you need to have places to go to the bathroom. That's just the law. That's just how it needs to be. So anyway, Disney opened up a few more cans in DCA.
They didn't play Theme Park Tycoon when they were young.
Didn't see the theme park people taking the shit on the middle of the floor like they in the game. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you know what? A couple people take some craps on the floor. I bet we'll get more bathrooms.
And a lot more bans from Disney for a while. So hey,
Is that a
you
bannable
win.
offense?
Hey, oh boy,
What
we
if,
just shit on the floor.
what if I shit on the drain on the floor?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll still get banned. I mean, you're still taking shit on the floor. I mean, I don't think it really matters the area of which it's in, unless it's in a toilet, then that's acceptable. But if it's not, then I'm sure they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you're gonna get banned for probably a couple years.
They've got to respect my need. What if I've got Crohn's?
Well,
They're discriminating against me.
They don't really give a fuck about you right now if you got Crohn's. So that's not a whole other story for a different day.
Man,
but
that's not very warm and fuzzy.
it isn't. Hey, you want to know what is gonna be warm and fuzzy? Not necessarily fuzzy, but warm. That shit's gonna be on the floor. So, but.
Anyway, all right, man. How long we been going? Is it time to wrap it up?
I was gonna say I have a live with the land too.
By all means, please be livid.
I kind of touched on it before, but it's not necessarily live with the land, but also it's more so just a shout out to like the showing of Jenny Nicholson's video the other day, of watching that and just like its completion and just seeing the absolute just like shithousery that went into the Galactic Star Cruiser. Like if anyone hasn't seen it, and if you care about Disney in any sort of way, it's such a great, well laid out video. Basically,
Is that the 5-hour video?
The 4-hour video, yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It does not feel like it's 4 hours. I promise you.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I did, and I've know a lot of people on Twitter.
Yeah,
did
but
too,
you got a 4-hour work week in the summertime. You could probably watch it at work, and there ain't nobody coming to bug you.
I watched most of it in my free time because it was just that good. But
Free time.
it's one of those.
So is that like on the can, or is that like at home?
A little bit of both. I call that when I'm like, at home and away, just that's my free time. But nonetheless, it's something I definitely think that people should watch just to kind of see like kind of just the shithousery that Disney has been doing with like their things lately. And it kind of gives like a little glimpse into like I said, like it left a sour taste in my mouth watching that just to see like these grand plans and these grand ideas that Disney has. And then they get boiled down to just more so penny pinching than actually these grand plans that they ever thought that they wanted to do. And which is, of course, like John said mentioned before, they're a company trying to make their money, but seeing them fall on their face with the Star Cruiser and just the like kind of just schadenfreude of watching them from the beginning to the end, especially in this documentary, it's just such a good thing. And like just the idea of just how they put this together and just how like terribly designed everything was. Like I said, just watch the thing. It's so good. She does such a great job of it. So that's my plug as well, is just watch a video, and she can better articulate it than what I can. So
all right, man. Well, I appreciate that, Griff. Thank you very much. Adrian, thank you very much for joining us. Thank the listeners for bearing with us.
To the bear end.
We will get some normal sense of delivery of our content. We'll get it figured out, but appreciate you guys sticking with us and continuing to listen. I want to thank everybody for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a review. You really need to subscribe. That way you get notified when we actually do drop something. Check out the YouTube, join us in the Discord. We are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to tag us or use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle in your Disney Fit Pics, in park or not. Adrian, how can the listeners connect with you?
Oh, you can't. Just kidding. Instagram, Adrian McBeard Guns. Follow up. Take notes.
All right. My name's John. You can find me on Instagram at Weekends with Walt. Ruby can be reached at ROOBSS. Matt can be found at the Disney Feast. There's no way he's doing anything on the Disney Hype Feast because he's not doing anything on the Disney Hype Feast.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you want to get a hold of Matt, you might just need to text him because I don't even know if he's Instagramming right now.
He's not.
Griff, how can listeners find you?
You can find me at big_drip_griff on Insta.
All right. Well, that was it for us. The Kicks to the Castle, Season 8, Episode 6, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Let's take a ride.